Okay. Here we go. Think that worked? Yes, we are live. We'll just wait a moment as usual. Hello, welcome. Thanks for coming. Okay, let me post to my Instagram story. Move the mic a little bit so you can hear me better. Okay, let's test the music a second. So when I go like this, I'm gonna need to tell you guys to tell me whether it's too loud or too quiet, or if you can hear it at all. Okay, I don't know if you can hear anything yet, but let me know if you can or can't hear the music. Yeah, so we were doing the cat today. I'm very excited about this. I feel like you can't hear this music because the bar isn't even showing up. Okay, yeah, let's turn that up a bit. Oh, wait a second, the music just faded out. Come back. It's gone. We lost it. Okay, well, anyways, while we wait for the music, stuff we can talk about. I wrote notes here for myself. My new intro animation is coming out tomorrow. I would give a time for you to expect that, but it's really just going to be whenever I wake up. So I would say that's probably going to be like about 1 p.m. Eastern Time. 12, 1. Okay, can you hear the music now? Let's see. Yeah, it should be working. Okay, you can hear it? We'll go with yeah, okay. So yeah, new intro animation, I'm super excited about that. It took forever to make. It was the only thing I was working on for like a week. I would, in the morning, the music's still really quiet? Okay, we'll turn it up a tiny bit more. How about like that? Maybe like right there. I think that's the perfect spot. Hello, welcome to the stream. Okay, anyways, yeah, this intro took me forever, but I think it turned out good. I would be working on it from morning to night, take breaks for food, which by the way, I realized right before starting this stream, I'm not sure I ate lunch today. I don't remember. This is a problem. I'll just go grab some food after the stream. That's pretty loud. I don't want it to be too loud. It needs to be background. Let's go like right there. Maybe. It's better that it's on the quiet side. Okay, and then the Concept Art Association is doing a fundraiser if you didn't know. And it's basically they want to make AIs that generate images more ethical, so they don't take people's copyrighted art and photography and all that without people's consent to profit off of. And so you can check out the link below to learn more about that and donate to help them take this to DC. I'm very excited that that's happening because otherwise, if we just sit around and complain and nothing happens, what's the point? So yeah, I think that's just about everything. You can start by doing some warm-up doodles. I also have some more would you rather questions, as well as some riddles, so we can do those pretty soon. Whenever I'm doodling, the first thing I always do is draw a cute cat, and I'm not sure why. It's my go-to doodles. This was so automatic too. I didn't even decide to draw a cat just now. It just happened. So is everyone in school right now on break by now, or you have classes to finish up? Because Christmas is very soon, actually. It's math 9 days, I think, so almost a week away. Oh yeah, 10-year-old me, cats, that was all I was drawing, nothing else. Just got on a Christmas break, nice. That means more people can watch my videos right now because they're not busy with school. Yay! I'm not sure yet. I might not stream next Friday just because it's going to be so close to Christmas. You're all probably going to be busy preparing for that. Maybe traveling. So we might not stream next week, but I don't know. Okay, let's do a would you rather question. The first one I wrote down is, hopefully I didn't pick the same ones as I did last week, but we have here, would you rather win the lottery or live twice as long? And honestly, I think I want the money. It's a hard question though. I know that if I won a bunch of money, I would be very responsible with it. I wouldn't just spend it all on stuff. I would definitely just save it so that I could not have to work as hard to pay bills and all of that. Living twice as long sounds good, but at that point, like, I don't know, it might be a bit long. Maybe not. If I didn't get, like, if I wasn't aged up, if I could age twice as slow, you know? Then it might be pretty nice. What breed is your cat? I have no clue. He's a gray? He was our neighbor's cat, so we're not really sure. The other day I was walking down the sidewalk to where I have my car parked, and this was at night. I turned back and my cat is racing down the sidewalk towards me, yelling like, where are you going without me? Come back. It was quite cute. But I don't want him to follow me down to the street because, like, please just stay away from the street. Yeah, we want the money. Money would be really cool. I like money. And then people would be like, why aren't you, like, going on a cruise and, splurging a little bit? And I'd be like, oh, I'm just gonna save it so that I can pay my bills for the next, like, 20 years, you know? You would spend all your money on your dogs. That's a good place to put your money. Hey, I need to rant about something real quick. I was eating this is so weird. I was eating yogurt raisins the other day, and there was just like a little piece of wood in one of them. How does that happen? How do they go so wrong in making these yogurt raisins? that I find a tiny little piece of wood. I thought it was just, you know, dry. I was like, wow, they really overdid these raisins. No. I should sue them. I don't know how to do that. I will never trust a yogurt raisin again. You hear wood is very healthy? Is there any such thing as edible wood? Is that a thing? I imagine not, but you know, eat some tree bark. Could be good for you. It was like, it wasn't like a stem. It was like cut wood. Which was even weird. If it was a stem, I'd be like, oh yeah, it's probably from like the grape that they made the raisin out of. But no. It was just a little piece of wood. It must have gotten on the raisin while they put the yogurt on them or something. But no, it was not a stem. I have trust issues now. With the raisins. Okay, next would you rather is... Would you rather be stuck on a broken ski lift or a broken elevator? I think my answer is a broken elevator because at least I can't see down. It also depends on how broken. Is this broken like we might fall? Because then maybe the ski lift would be better because at least there's snow down there. Might soften your fall a little bit. But no, I'm terrified of heights. I'd rather not see down. Being on a ski lift, I need to... It's fine, but I need to get... Especially if the ski lift is swinging. If you've ever been on a, like a swinging ski lift, it gets kind of scary to me. No, thank you. I'll take the elevator. At least you have a good view. That is true. You get a really nice view from those. If it's your last moments... You know, you're not stuck in a box. You get to look at the mountains and the snow, all the trees. You'd choose the elevator because you've seen videos for what to do? What do you do? I know I've heard jumping, which doesn't actually work. I think the answer is you just cry. Have you watched Wednesday? I haven't yet. I'm going to, though. Once I finish Voltron, I'm going to watch Wednesday. I usually only watch one show at a time. But yeah, that's on my watch list. I'm always late to watch things. I never watch them right when they come out. Like, I only watched Stranger Things, I think this past summer, in fall. And so by the time I watched it, people were kind of done talking about the new season and all that. I'm just not, I'm late to all the trends. You're supposed to lie down on your back? Okay, I'll keep that in mind. You know, just in case. Yeah, scream in the corner. Text your loved ones, you know, if you have time. Maybe it's a long drop. And as a content creator, it's a good idea to be on top of trends is the problem. So that you can make videos and gather people who are interested in that. But since I'm so late to every trend, I never will get to them in time to make any content based off of them. It's a problem. Anyways, let's move on to our cat now. Okay, but here's the real question though, you guys. When a new Netflix show comes out and they release all of the episodes of the season at once, do you watch, like, do you just kind of binge and watch them all at once? Or do you space them out? Because I never really like how Netflix releases whole seasons at a time. Because I like to take it a little slow. Once a week, maybe like 2 episodes a week is a good amount. Because then I feel stressed. I have to watch the entire season super fast so that I don't get spoiled. And it's fun to, you know, for people to make theories and do that while we're waiting for the next episode. Depends on how much you like it, yeah. I'll watch, I won't watch the entire... It doesn't... Even if the season is pretty short, I won't watch the whole thing in one go. That is a bit much. Yeah, sometimes life gets in the way. You can't just binge the entire thing. Yeah, I prefer when shows release. Usually on Disney Plus series, they release 1 episode a week, and I do prefer that style a lot. I am a patient person. I will live. Yeah, waiting a whole week, it can be a lot. We just need to change the way we measure time and shorten weeks. Maybe to 4 or 5 days. That'll solve the problem. Would you rather give up your dream job or your dream house? Definitely my dream house. I could live... I'm not super picky about where I'm living. I'm picky about my career, though. Which is why I just keep, the fundraiser is a big deal to me that I mentioned earlier, because right now it's an issue where artists are starting to lose their jobs and get replaced by AI. And the AI that's, trained off of their work without their consent. And that's not fun. And so I would like to have a career, so hopefully we're able to get some new laws and regulations for this. Yeah, who needs a house? Okay, let's do a riddle. The first riddle, I picked a bunch of ones that really just mildly infuriate me. This first one, I read the same one last year, so I'm curious what you guys think of it. Okay, the riddle is, what month of the year has 28 days? I remember this one just destroyed me. See, that's what I said. I said February, right? It's gotta be February. February has 28 days, and the rest don't. But think about it. Really think about the question. I feel this is a trick. Yes, all of them. You got it. See, isn't that... It's awful, because, like, it's right, but all of the months have 28 days. Some of them have more than 28, but they still have the first 28. Isn't that horrible? I have not been the same since I got tricked by this. Sometimes riddles are so fun, and sometimes they just make me mad. Yeah, it's right, but it's really annoying. Oh no, I didn't lock this layer. How dare I forget? You're gonna prank your friends later with this? Yes, do it. When I was like, let's find some riddles for this stream, and I found the exact same page I was looking at a year ago, and I found this one. It just sent me back. I was like, yes, I'm gonna give them this one. I've started planning my videos for the beginning of 20, what years, what's the coming year? 2023? I don't even know anymore. And I think I'll be uploading them on Saturdays. I think that's the day that usually works best for people, once a week. I might try YouTube Shorts as well, since I think for like time-lapse speed paint process stuff, that seems to be the best place for that rather than long form videos, because no one watches the whole video. You get to watch the stream while you're animating. Nice. I love art streams, watching them, because you get to work on your own stuff while you watch it. Looking good so far, thank you. I put the cat extra close and without any background area, or at least not very much of it, because I want it to feel like it's right in your face. Just like right there. I also made the background a bit more cool than it is in the picture, because I want the cat to stand out, like the warm colors of the cat. You were out of our block for 2 days, and then it came back. Oh, sometimes it'd be like that. Sometimes I don't know what to draw or anything, but then once you start looking at reference images, sometimes you come up with an idea and then you look for reference images, But sometimes it's better to look for the reference images before you have an idea, because that'll give you the idea, and then you'll be like, wow, I want to do that, and then you do that. I haven't felt like doing art much recently. I've been at it for months, and I think it's starting to burn you a little bit. Okay, yeah, I guess I relate to that, because sometimes you do overwork yourself, and as fun as art is, you can burn yourself out and overdo it, and it becomes work. It is work, but sometimes you might ruin the fun if you do too much, which is what I've been struggling with. I'll never ruin art for myself, but sometimes I do need to take breaks. I did 2 complete illustrations yesterday, and I was so tired after that. Do you have any tips on creating art personas? Like my channel avatar, I guess, would be an example of that. You use Pinterest, mostly draw characters. Yeah, I think just like character creation. I want to make a video on that. I think I'm planning one on creating humanoid characters. It's definitely, yeah, finding inspiration. I think there's a lot of great examples that you can find in media, especially like sci-fi. They'll have a bunch of interesting, colorful characters, all that sort of things. So yeah, just looking at what media has, you can find some really cool ideas. And yeah, I'll be coming out with a video on that, so that might not be for a while because I plan my videos way ahead of time, but it'll be out there eventually. You know, give it like, I don't know, would that be like 14, 15 weeks, I think? At the most, at least. Maybe sooner. I love doing humanoid characters, especially because there's more you can do with them than with a regular basic human. You can, you know, make their skin different colors and patterns and different funky ear shapes. It's very, very limitless. You want to find alternatives for Pinterest for reference. I have honestly never used Pinterest for reference. I feel like it is a good place though. What I usually do is either Instagram for art reference, and then for picture reference I use it's called pexels.com. It has a bunch of non-copyright photography, and so whenever I'm pulling photo reference I usually go there. But yeah, I'm sure there's lots of other places. I was wondering if you had any tips for placing snouts in the right place on an animal character. That is a very tricky thing to do. It always ends up being just the wrong angle. So my main tip is you really want to be focusing on the 3D shapes. Draw guidelines, figure out what your shapes are, and then that should help you a little bit. But yeah, it's always very tricky to get the angle right. Shapes in 3D or everything, once you understand things in 3D shapes, it'll like instantly improve your work. Do another riddle. The next riddle we have here, this one is one of those riddles where we can come up with so many answers, So it's another mildly infuriating one, but this will be great. It is, what is always in front of you but can't be seen? I bet we could come up with 100 different things for this. Air? That's one of the answers I thought, but that's not the answer they gave. Although I guess air... Is there any case where air wouldn't be in front of you? Maybe if you're in space? Or underwater, I guess? Then there wouldn't be air in front of you, but air is definitely sort of a right answer. Ghosts? Yeah, the future, Joyce's magnets got it. The answer they had was the future. But there's so many things. Your eyelashes? Basically. They're always kind of in front of us. Unless you cut them off. I bet there's always matter in front of you. No matter where you go. There's always matter there. Always something. I want to add some more warm colors into this cat. Your contacts. Is that too red? Maybe just a little bit. Oh, that's not enough. You finished your line art, woohoo! Line art is tricky, especially in animation. At least, I don't know, what's the hardest part, do you think, you guys, of animation? What's the hardest stage? Because when you're starting out and, you know, planning and sketching and figuring out the motion, that part can be tricky because it takes a lot of brain power and thought. But line art is tricky because it's so tedious. Animal Star says, you have to go. Thanks for coming. Have you ever made a sketch you like and then you do the line art and it looks terrible? Yeah, that's a struggle a lot of people have. What I usually do, my process has changed a lot. But the most important thing for when you do line art, I guess, is making sure it still captures the essence of the sketch. And I've seen pretty good advice for this. Because sometimes the sketch, you know, you have thick and thin and all of these elements, and then when you do basic line art where everything's the same line thickness, it might not turn out, you know, the same. What was your very first art obsession? Oh, like thing to draw? Dogs. Dogs was the first thing that I became obsessed with drawing. When I was very young, I would draw lots and lots of dogs. Thanks for streaming. Yeah, this is great. I wish I could stream more. Luckily, it's not too hard to set up once you get used to it. So who knows, maybe I can stream some point before another year later. The very latest, you know, next holiday time. We'll be streaming again. Other thing with line art is turning on smoothing if you can, because for the longest time I'm so ashamed by this, how I like wouldn't use smoothing for my line art. And so I would be keeping, like, I would keep trying the same line over and over again, and it would be all wobbly. And then once I discovered smoothing, it was like, wait, why didn't I just do this the whole time? Because now my lines are actually clean looking and not wobbly. I'm not a digital artist, so I always use pencil for my sketching. There's something about sketching with a real, like, traditional pencil that just, like, I don't think I've ever, felt the same way sketching digitally. So sometimes I will start a piece. I'll start my sketch on paper and then bring it into Photoshop. And that's also why I love sketchbooks, because I don't normally do a whole lot of complete traditional pieces. Mostly just practice sketching sketchbooks. But sketchbooks, I can draw with my pens and pencils, and it makes me happy. I think you have more control with traditional sketching, because as much, pen pressure and all that you can get in digital, it'll still never quite compare to, in, like, traditional sketching. That's, like, infinite pen pressure. And you can angle the pencil different ways, and all this. Let's do another Would You Rather. The next one I wrote down is, would you rather say everything on your mind or never speak again? I would rather just never speak again, to be honest. I could find other ways to communicate. My videos will no longer have my voice, but that's okay. Well, we can use a robot voice. The pile of art I have in my bedroom gets larger by the second. I have so much art in my bedroom. It's a problem. It's all on the wall. It's on the floor because there's no more room on the wall. What do I do about this? I have too much of my art. Neither. That's not an option. You can't choose that. Yeah, both options would really suck, to be honest, though. But having to say everything on your mind would really suck. You would never stop talking. Unless you guys just don't think. Then you might be able to stop talking, but... I don't talk that much. I can go without. But if you whisper everything on your mind, yeah, maybe if you can, that's a good idea. If you can change when you know that you're saying something that you don't want to say out loud, you can just whisper it, and then maybe people won't hear you. But then they'll be like, what are you whispering about? They're gonna think you're just super weird. My thought processes are just too weird for other people. I have my video and posting schedule all written down, sitting by my computer, and some days I'll stay up past midnight, and I'll forget that it's technically a new day, and so I'll look over at my schedule, and I'll be like, hold on, how am I a day behind? How did this happen? I'm a failure. where did the day go? And then it takes me like a minute to realize that it's the new day. What is my favorite thing to draw? Oh, that's so hard to say right now because right now I'm in a phase where I just love to draw everything. All these things that I never considered drawing before, like I recently posted a mech drawing on my Instagram, and environments, something I've been doing a little bit more, even though they are tricky. But I'd say my favorite thing to draw is just people. Just faces, expressions. And cats are a close second. Yeah, it's definitely been pretty recent where I've started really branching out. And branching out is tricky because then you suck at everything. Okay, our next would you rather is, would you rather be too busy or too bored? Or like bored all the time? I honestly, I wish I could be bored for a change. That sounds nice. It's hard to not find things to do. When you're bored, you know, you can just sit with your thoughts. You have to go, thanks for coming. The next one is really funny. I wrote down, where is it? Would you rather have one real get out of jail free card or a key that opens any door? Because when am I planning on going to jail? Although I might want that get out of jail free card once I get arrested for trespassing with my key that opens any door. Then I'll be like, oh gosh darn it, I should have picked the other one. But if you pick the get out of jail free card, I might be a little bit concerned for you. Like, what are your plans? I guess if you're, if you're ever wrongly arrested for anything, might be handy, but it's not gonna happen. Committing crimes is not currently on my to-do list, but hey, I guess you never know. Could not use the brush tool because of a program error. Why does this happen to me? Why must you inconvenience me like this, Photoshop? What have I done to deserve this? Has everyone gotten their Christmas shopping and gift making out of the way yet? I haven't. I still have more to do. It's getting there, though. Most of the way. Nice. Okay, let's move on to the ears here. Nice pinkish color. Our next riddle, let's see, on the riddle side, what did we do last? Okay, this one is another silly one because there are so many different ways you could answer this. It is, what can't be put in a saucepan? Literally anything bigger than the saucepan. But we can see if any of you come up with the actual answer they mean, I guess. You can't put an elephant in a saucepan. But what if it's a really big saucepan, you know? I don't know how big they make these things. I'm sure you can make a saucepan that is big enough to fit an elephant. But I don't know if you could fit the entire globe into a saucepan. You wouldn't be able to make one that big. So that's my answer. You can't draw the left ear. Forget drawing the other eye. What about the other ear? That's the real nightmare. Ears are so weird. What's even going on over there? They're all weird shaped. You know? I still gotta, if I want to draw a realistic ear, I still gotta look at a reference because there's too much going on there. I mostly draw stylized ears though. Those are the most fun. How long has it been? We still got time. It's only been like 50 minutes. That's not too bad. Maybe I will even finish this piece on stream. Drawing on stream is tricky though because I have to pay attention to what I'm doing and talk and read the chat, and then I'm like, I don't know, not super focused on the actual work itself. So luckily this is turning out okay. I'm just throwing stuff down here. anyone have any guess for that riddle? I don't even remember what it was already. Oh, it was the saucepan one. What can't you put in a saucepan? You can't put any non-material things in a saucepan. Like my appreciation for you guys for being on the stream, that can't go in a saucepan. Yeah, the riddle is just, what can't you put in a saucepan? Welcome back. Let's make a list of all the 100 things that you can't put in a saucepan. I wonder what the world's largest saucepan is. I'm gonna look this up. Yeah. Is there a saucepan that we can fit an elephant inside? Is anything gonna come up when I search this? World's largest saucepan. It has a height of 7 feet, 2.13 meters, I think. Is that meters? It's taller than a person? Wow. Maybe you could fit an elephant in that one. I can't believe this is a thing. I thought nothing would come up when I searched this. My goodness, this thing is huge. I'm looking it up on my phone, so I can't show you guys, but this is... People have made everything. Okay, I'll just give you guys the answer. The answer is its lid. So the saucepan's lid you can't put in the saucepan. But also, yeah, you can't put a house into a saucepan. That too. We're all winners. Do I want to do some photo bashing on this? Let's try the mixer brush, actually. So I'm just going to go ahead and merge down my sketch layer. And so we're going to do some experimenting on top of this. So the mixer brush right down here. Let's just pick a random spot on this cat. And then I believe it's Alt-click. So we grab that cat's forehead. It is ours now. And now I can just do that. And it doesn't look very good. Let's try some blending modes. Maybe overlay. That could work. Let's make it bigger. See, we're kind of just splatting the texture down, which doesn't always work. I don't know if I'll keep this. Maybe I'll just make it very, very light, which kind of adds to the texture there. The cat forehead texture. I need the clipping mask. Yeah, I actually kind of like that. Gives us a start on the fur texture. Our next would you rather is would you rather see what is behind every closed door, or be able to guess the combination of every safe on the first try? This one is also funny to me because, like, why would you need, when do you ever open a safe and need to guess the combination first try? What are you planning? If you choose this, what are your life goals? Cat, yes. This is our cat. Okay, yeah. So I think I'm gonna see behind every closed door, you know? I don't plan to open any safes that don't belong to me. I don't own a safe myself, so even if I get locked out of my own safe, and my intentions are very innocent, it's probably not something I'm ever going to use. I don't plan on robbing anyone. It's not on my to-do list. There we go, before and after. Got some texture there. Now let's kind of soften the edges, because we have some line art here. I kind of want to blend that out. And we can make the cat look more fluffy. Of course, then I need to mess with this to make sure it does what I want. This is not what I want. No! Look at that. That's cool, though. I'm getting distracted. Whee! I'd probably choose the safe because I don't want to... Yeah, that's true. That wouldn't always be a good thing. But my reasoning is sometimes, you know, you have to go in a room and the door's closed. Maybe you have a meeting with someone, or you're not really sure. Sometimes it's just so stressful when you are walking into a room and you don't know what to expect. You don't know how many people are in that room, what's going on. Yeah, that's true. Is it that you can see behind closed doors? Let's see. Let me read the wording again. I don't know. It sounds like it might just be an automatic thing. Like you can just see through doors. You don't have to. You can just look somewhere else if you don't want to know. Look at the floor. Living in a dorm, that would be really weird. Or in a hotel, be able to see what everyone is up to. You would be an amazing police officer. There we go. This is what I want. Just gonna soften some of our edges here. Make the cat fluffy. And then we're gonna take a fur brush and start using that. Yeah, I guess if you forgot your safe password. Although, like, does anyone actually have a safe? Because I sure don't. It would be nice if it was just passwords in general. I would never have to do the forget my password ever again. I would love that. It'd be so nice. Alright, let's see what brushes we have. Type in fur. Interesting. Fur thin, fur fluffy. Fur winter. Well, that's interesting. It's not quite what I want. And fur style. I think we're gonna just take fur thin, add a few touches of that. I'll probably end the stream about 10 minutes because I've been thinking about it for like an hour now and I don't remember eating lunch, so I should probably go eat something, you know? I don't know how I forgot. I guess the day just... It just happened. It went by. All of a sudden, it was like 3, and I was like, alright, time to stream. Wait a second. I feel like I missed something today. I could have grabbed food to eat while streaming, but I don't think you guys want to listen to my eating noises. That's not good content. Do any of you watch YouTube Shorts? Like, would you be interested in if I made any? Because I never really watched them myself. The only reason I've started watching them is to see what other people do for them, so that I can see what I can make for my own. But sometimes I guess if one pops up. I never go to the search, the Shorts tab to look at them. It's just not really my type of content. But I think that'd be fun to try. If anything, we can, you know, gather some of the people who only watch shorts for some reason. They might find my channel to be interesting to them. So apparently there are people like that. I also want to start making videos. We'll try one and see if it does well. That are just art process walkthroughs, where I take you through all of my steps, which is kind of what I do on streams. I sort of explain what I'm doing, but you know, it'd be faster, wouldn't take an hour. And I'd go more in depth talking about what I'm doing. Yeah, I'll sometimes watch shorts when they're from, I recognize that they're from someone I know, but I never just watch random shorts. But there are people who do. I'm also not on TikTok, and I never really watch Instagram Reels all that much, unless, yeah, they're from someone I'm already following. Does anyone have any art channels they can name that they also watch? Because I'm curious what other types of videos you guys are watching. I watch so many different art YouTubers, it's kind of hard to keep track of them, to be honest. Let's add a bit of shine to the eyes. Right, where are they in the picture? Just kind of all over. Random scribbles, like so. I want this cat to look good for the thumbnail though when I change it. So we're gonna quickly add some touches to make it look like it's finished. Do I have any suggestions? Me. No. I have always found... Let me think. I mean, everyone watches Cynics's, but I remember a long time ago just like binging all of his, and his face tutorial, faces at different angles, was especially helpful to me. And then, who else is there? I know I watch plenty of people. Yeah, I don't even remember. That's kind of weird. You'd think I would know. I'd have an answer. I watch so many. There's also what's his name? Yeah, I don't know. I used to watch Aaron Blaze's videos a lot. So if you're into like animal drawing, he was a Disney animator, does a lot of animals and stylized stuff, which is really cool. Okay, let's do one more Would You Rather, and then we'll go ahead and end the stream. Our last one is... Hold on, just kidding. I ran out of Would You Rathers. We're doing a riddle. Okay, the riddle is... It belongs to you, but other people use it more than you do. We'll let you think about that one. Great art, looking good. Thank you. I'm glad I took the time to make this cat more finished. This has been fun. Your name? Yep, that's it. Because you don't really say your own name all that much, but other people do. If you count writing your name, though, then maybe I use my name more than other people. But in terms of speaking it, then yeah. I guess this is the only riddle I think I chose that kind of, you know, I mean, the February one made sense. It was just infuriating. This one at least there's not a ton of answers you can give in addition to the actual one. I'm sure there's something you could come up with, though. I just can't think of anything. Alright. I think this cat is looking good so far. I think I should go eat my, this would be like a 4-hour, 3-hour late lunch. Better late than never. So, thank you so much for watching. This has been real fun. I don't know if I will stream next week. I will let you guys know. Might just take a break for Christmas time and then stream the following week. We'll see. But yeah, once again, you can check out the link in the description for the fundraiser that I mentioned earlier, as well as my commissions and merch and all that is on my website linked below. And I will see you all another time. Yep. Bye.